Hello and welcome back to Indoor Games. My name is Casey and today we will once again be continuing on with our Jedi Knight story playthrough of Star Wars The Old Republic. And I'm just sitting here contemplating and wondering, do you actually think that diet soda is any better for you? Or is it one of those things, one of those situations, maybe an ironic situation of where it's actually worse for you? That something in the diet soda is worse for you? Kind of like, what is it, like electric cars, where to make an electric car, the battery or whatever it is, it's actually really bad for the environment? It's kind of like that. Or a multitude of other things. I feel like there's always an irony there. But I am still curious as to whether or not diet soda is actually better for you. Is that Coke Zero you're drinking, is that really any better than just having a regular Coke, drinking a Mountain Dew? Because, I mean, if you're going to go all the way and just have a regular one, why not have a Mountain Dew? Or a Dr. Pepper? I mean, Coke is pretty good too, though, so I don't know. You could just mix all three of them together. There you go. The best drink you've ever had. I think that's the way to go. Aurelia, one of the founding members of the Republic and a huge strategic resource, is now under Imperial control. After the Republic's victory in the Battle of Axial Park, General Aves has set his sights high on Capitol Square. Well, you know, the buildings are pretty up there. The location of the legislature and the Empire's last remaining stronghold. You met with Hole Cantaris and Corsac ally and Councilor Bellows inside. Oh, you're inside man. To begin planning the Republic's assault on the legislature, the council welcomed you to the Capitol Square in dire news. The Empire is preparing to activate the Ion Wall. Oh, no. An emergency weapon that will deactivate any weapons in the area, rendering the Republic helpless. Councilor Bellows suggested that the Iron Wall be turned on the legislature, instead crippling the Empire and giving you a head start for the fight inside. In order to turn the Iron Wall on the Empire, you'll need to realign the emitters first. The emitters are hidden inside the bases of statues outside the legislature in the Capitol Square in the government district. I feel like as it went on, it got harder to say that. Hard time saying elves, I guess. You gotta try saying that 15 times really fast. A tongue twister. I'm not even gonna attempt it, because I already know I can't. What do you think about this?
Let's talk later.
All right. Okay, I'm not listening. You said we were going to talk later, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk later. Has it been long enough for later?
Never a dull moment. We should visit war zones more often.
Sure, anytime you want. Pick up our lightsabers and go on down. Mess things up. Here we go. Where's that guy going? What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know where he was running off to. Maybe he saw somebody. He thought he knew. He had to go take a look. Is that my cousin? It was indeed his cousin. But it was the cousin that he doesn't like, so he didn't say anything and came right back. I'm sure everybody has one of those, a cousin you don't like. Maybe an uncle. Maybe you have a cousin and an uncle you don't like. I feel like everybody's got at least one of them, right? Maybe you don't like your entire family. You know, that happens from time to time as well, too. I don't know what it is. I feel like as time has gone by, I don't like my family as much as I used to. There's still people, you know, in it that I still do, but I feel like people who aren't my immediate family members, you know, like mom, dad, you know, grandparents type of thing, sister, your brother, you know. I think the problem is all of my cousins were like 15 years older than me, like 10, 15 years older than me. So when I was like 7, 10, you know, they were probably 20. So it was kind of hard to have anything in common or hang out with them. The only cousin I had that actually was my age and I liked to hang out with, he didn't even live in the same state, so still doesn't. So it's kind of hard to do that. I've never really had family members to like be able to hang out, you know, with and kind of be friends. It's kind of a shame. Never got to do it. It's over there.
Good as new.
I don't understand that. You really need to explain that. Like, did you see it on a television show, or you read it in a comic book, and you were like, I like the sound of that. I don't know what you mean by you hit someone and then you go, good as new. How is it good as new? You don't run your brand new car into a tree and then go, good as new. And you've had your car, you know, for 10 years, and you're like, what can I do to make this car better? I'm gonna run it into this tree. Good as new. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, maybe to her it does in some way, shape, or form, somehow that we don't know. She knows, but no one else does. Why it is that she is thinking that way. Good as new. What are you so angry about? Did I catch you back here doing something you're not supposed to be doing? Like a teenager who gets caught smoking behind on the side of his house, you know? That never happened to me. In my generation of kids, or whatever you want to call them, there was not much hiding of that. It was kind of like, yeah, I'm doing it. What are you gonna do about it? And the answer to that, with pretty much every single person I knew, was nothing. You got one of those that I can borrow? I can bum off of you? That's pretty much how that would go. And I'm sure we all had a friend's parent or something who would just buy you things. Will you buy me some too? Sure. Well, sure, I'll go get you some. I'm sure that happens way more than you imagine. Could you go to the liquor store and buy us something? Sure, if you get me a small bottle of something too. Okay, alright then. Be right back. That's pretty much how it would go. There was always one of your friend's parents who would always be like, sure, why not? I never really had to ask. I never asked my parents. I never had to, because plus I feel like it's that way for every friend group when you're, especially you're a teenager. You don't give a crap what you know about other people's parents. But your own, it's like, I'm not gonna ask, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to get in trouble. Yes, you should not be buying things like that for your friends, your kids' friends. Your friends' kids?
Fine.
But I guess it makes it easy when your friends' parents are kind of losers. Well, you know, when you're always hanging out at your friend's house, like all the time because you're also a loser and you're probably not at school when you're supposed to. And their parents are always just there too because they're not working. Maybe they already had money. No, they didn't have any money. That's why they were so open to the idea of doing things like that if we got them some too. Because they didn't have the money to do it. I mean, when you gotta rely on, like 16, 17-year-olds to fund your alcoholism, you know you got a problem. I guess that's true. All you saw was free money. The allure of free money is definitely tempting. What is that, like from 1943? Or whenever that was? What it looks like. Ooh, intracorellian intelligence. Should I be allowed to go in here? Because I don't have much of that. Is that a requirement to come inside here? Is you gotta have a certain level of intelligence? Because if that's the case, I should probably leave right now because that's not gonna happen here. Kind of like this. Look at that. Amazing. Pretty cool, right, Kira? Nothing? Okay. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have been paying attention to the behind me. To the behind me is what I said. I should pay attention to the behind me. What is that called in Stranger Things? Who cares what it's actually called? From now on it shall be called To the Behind Me. I hope the last season of that is good. I did enjoy the last season. I don't think I enjoyed the season before that very much though. It was okay, but I don't know. I remember people saying that it was like the best season, and I was like, I thought it was the worst. Too much of 11 and that red-haired girl just going around being like, we're girls, and this is great, and boys suck, and let's just run around and go to the mall, and... I'm here for scary stuff. You know what I mean? Or what? I want to see some monsters come out of a wall and rip some guy's face off. I don't care about you guys going to the mall, and the boys were doing the same freaking thing. The boys were doing the same thing. It was basically just two sides of like relationship stuff, and it was like, I get it, they're getting older, they're becoming teenagers, they're doing this stuff a little more now, but the whole freaking season have to be about that? What was the red-haired girl's name? I don't remember. I kind of had it. What was her brother? Billy? I liked Billy. That was his name. I did like Billy.
Saber jerk.
It's always one of those things, it's like I know something and I say it, but then after I say it, I'm like, I'm not sure if that's right. Like spelling. I do that a lot, where I'm like, I know how a word is spelled. I've known it my whole life, but then I say it, and and I like spell it out in my head, and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. And I have to look it up to make sure. I'm like, that's how you spell that. Is that how you spell that? Like I was completely sure and confident about this about 3 seconds ago, but all of a sudden I'm not so sure. A combat master? But he's using a... I would imagine a combat master to be doing some form of hand-to-hand combat, not using a weapon. Well, not a projectile weapon. A melee weapon would be satisfactory and would suffice. Because you would still be doing some form of... Well, I guess it's still combat, but when I imagine combat master, I imagine a guy, you know... He's got a stick and he's gonna twirl it around and try to hit you in the face with it or something. That type of thing. Or just try to beat you down with his bare hands. Because he can. Because he's a combat master. Ooh, I'm a Sith stalker, eh? I don't remember ever doing any of the stalking part of it, though. I kind of just stumbled upon these guys and they're just here. It's not like I was following him around, watching him go to his yoga class. You know, I was there too, and I was in the back row, just kind of going... you know, something like that. Just heavy breathing in the back row. I wasn't doing that.
Another chance, my lord. You'll need us. The Republic's agent. Too powerful.
One Jedi against a member of the Dark Council. I'm insulted.
Good. Thing you got on your head is insulting my eyes.
Soldiers are often more trouble than they're worth.
Do you work at a
deserve
call
better
center?
from your opponents.
He works at a call center, doesn't he? Are you like, you know, when they call 911, are you the person? No, he seems like he wouldn't be able to stay calm like those people. Those people, they have way more willpower than this man. No more games, even though I like those.
Access to the ion wall controls.
The Republic did well to send you here. If activated, the ion wall would disable ships, artillery, even the weapon in your hand. But your contact should have told you that the ion wall cannot be destroyed through the controls alone.
Alright, enough talk, dude. I'm tired of listening to you talk with that stupid thing on your head.
You've wasted enough of the Republic's time.
An easy mistake when they have so little of it left.
Oh, I guess we'll see about that. I know, I love how that popped up right then. You know, I always like doing this. Oh, you remember the Dark Council, so this will be even better. Look, I know how to use lightning. And I can choke you down. Or up. Choke you up. Strangulation, if you may. Yeah, that just seems like it'd be hard. We know you got one of those grip things, you know, you squeeze it. You just got two of them in both hands. You're practicing for that day when you're walking down the road and a pit bull tries to jump at you and bite your face off and you just grab him by the neck. squeeze it out. That's true. It might be a golden retriever. That would be... I think that'd be scarier. I think I'd be freaking out more if a golden retriever started attacking me like that than a pit bull. Because with a pit bull, I know people are going to be mad. Pit bulls are nice and they're great. That's true. They are. But sometimes they get out and they attack people. But so do other breeds of dogs. But pit bull was just the first one that came to my mind. So it wasn't like I specifically chose that one. I just feel like every time I hear people talk about stuff like that, they say pit bull. When you got that Pomeranian coming at you, you know, and you... Like one of those, a poodle, but a big poodle. I think that'd be scary. He's got some ridiculous haircut trying to look like a lion or something. That's why he got you. He was so distracting. You didn't know what to do. Threw you way off. He was like, what is that thing? Is a lion chasing me? Oh, wait, that's a poodle. And by the time you got to the point where you were like, oh, that's a poodle, it was already just mauling you. Yeah, it was like a distraction. And what's that fish that has like a dangling thing? A zebra in his stripes? I don't know if that's a distraction. But it might be.
Thanks.
Oh, she only likes it not just a little bit, but she's not super thrilled about getting some rations? I thought for sure she'd be like, rations? I love rations. It's my favorite thing. Screw a steak. I want me some good old field rations with some dehydrated stuff in there, probably. Oh, it'd be great. What did I just do? Whatever I did, it's cool.
You
can't see me right now, but
Counselor.
I'm doing a thumbs up.
And it worked perfectly. The Empire's scrambling to find reinforcements. Now's your best chance. General Aves is starting the assault. Head for the legislature. Catch up with their men inside.
Well, it's about time.
I've been ready for this fight since I landed.
Don't get caught up
That was a while
in
ago.
revenge. The Republic has to win first. I must go. The Empire's moving the Council to a secure location. No more comm calls. I bet my life on a Republic victory. Don't disappoint me now.
Are you serious? Is this guy serious? He can't be serious. I'm the only one around here who's actually done anything, pretty much, for the most part. What are you saying? It should be me telling you guys, don't screw it up. Not the other way around, buddy. Curious. Okay. I said close. There you go. You did it. Or I did it again. Once again, it was me who did it. Once again, it was I. I forgot there for a second. I can go the other way. The other way? I can go the other way. Direction. I was gonna say direction, but then, you know, the way was in my head and I just couldn't help it. Well, I was gonna go that of the way. You know, if I was a rifleman, I'd probably back up like 10 steps, take 10 paces that way, and start firing. Duel. What? Alright, buddy, where did you come from? Alright, doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore, he's gone. It doesn't matter, he's not here anymore. But I think I hear him, he's scratching my door. Yeah, like a dog. Or maybe you have a cool cat. Acts like a dog. Those are the best kind of cats, the ones that act like dogs. Am I a dog person? You know, I'm a cat and a dog person. I've never really been one or the other. And when I grew up, I had a cat. I liked cat. I like cats now. I do have to say, I do like me a good cat video on the internet, you know. I sit down for a while and watch some of those. But they're usually mixed with dog things too, so it's not just cat videos. I like the both of them. I'm one of those people who probably should have been a veterinarian. Or worked in some kind of field that had to do with animals, because I definitely liked animals growing up and I was a big animal guy. I also liked the water and swimming in the ocean. I was going to do something with the ocean, but then I didn't. Yeah, I saw Jaws.
It was an ambush, General. Imps came through a hidden entrance. Lost our CO, but the cavalry showed up just in time.
You've got my thanks. The ion wall did plenty of damage. But the Empire's recovering fast. The Corellian Council's shortcuts aren't helping. As long as the Empire has the Council, they have their inside knowledge. We have to find them.
We've got bigger problems.
The Empire's the one shooting at us.
We've lost our inside man. The Empire still has theirs. At this point, there's no such thing as a small advantage. We've gone over the schematics with Captain Kantaris. He's identified a holdout room intended to keep the Council safe in an emergency. Darth Hadra of the Dark Council was their escort. If they're in the holdout room, she'll be in there with them.
Am I going in alone?
Can I count on backup if I need it?
You have
No.
Republic reinforcements, of course. Captain Kantaris is leading his own assault,
Of
but
course.
assures me his officers will come if called. The Green Jedi has also promised to send who they can spare.
I don't need any help.
A Jedi's limits must always be put to the test.
Be a daredevil on your own time. In this battle, I want the odds stacked in the Republic's favor. Our techs have rigged the legislature's comm stations to connect directly to Republic dispatch. Use them to call for backup. Remember, the Corellian Council is the Empire's ace in the hole. Find them before there are any more surprises.
Surprise! Oh, I thought this was a birthday party. I thought we were throwing a surprise birthday party, are we not? Is that not what we're doing? I thought that's what we were doing, Kira.
If I had something to say, I wouldn't hold back. You know me.
I don't care. You don't see me. I'm not there. I mean, I'm just gonna have to fight all these other guys, so it doesn't really matter. See? I knew it. Told you. There's a whole bunch of them in here. You guys are all over the armsmen. Oh man, they should have way more arms. What? That doesn't make any sense. Why do these guys not have like 4 arms? Maybe even 6 of them. Yeah. Maybe we'll even pick it up and that could be crazy. Maybe they had 8 arms. They've got 4,444 of them. Oh, arms, man. How do you fit them all on your body? Are they really tiny arms? I got you. And I got you. Cannoneer. I thought it said a canoer at first.
Hardly move.
I want that job. So what do? Well, I work for the Empire being a canoer. What the hell is that? I don't know. What's a canoe? Never seen one. I'm told it's some kind of boat thing, I think. What's a boat? I don't know.
Need help.
We just have these kind of like hovercraft things that float above the water. We don't need boats. We fly everywhere. That was a weird little scream or whatever you did there at the end. Ah. A Master Striker belt? What does it look like? Oh. It looks like that. I can sell it. Oh, you need a little more health care? Here. I'll do another spin for you. Whee! Alright, that's good.
It's war in here. I need trained soldiers.
War.
Locating nearest Republic squad.
War
Transmitting your
never
location.
changes. It's war in here. Yeah, that was a cool statue, wasn't it? Oh. I'm just gonna plop around right here. Look at me. I bet you didn't even notice I was there. Oh, down here lying on the ground. People thought I was crazy when I said this was the best place to be, but nobody, unless you're on a freaking thing, and everybody... I put myself on a pedestal, that way everybody could see me laying down. I know it defeated the whole purpose of me doing that in the first place, but I thought it looked really freaking cool. So I thought, might as well. Oh, here comes this guy. He thinks he's cool. He's a tough guy. Look at him. He's just walking over everything. This is hilarious. He's just walking in the fountain. Is he gonna get that one? Come on. Yeah. Oh, I'll go back in the water. I know, I'm really curious if that's how he's actually programmed, supposed to, if he's really supposed to do that. If somebody actually did that on purpose, that's hilarious. I'm all for it.
You're fine.
Quick, Kira, back up. He's coming. You definitely want to get out of the way when that's going on. You look like Cameron Diaz from, There's Something About Mary. You gotta get out of the way of that. That guy's shooting lightning out of his hands. Look at these guys. They're just walking over the fountains. Oh, he turned. Let's hide from... Oh, where did he go? There he is. I gotta say, I like this statue. This is a cool statue. Yeah. I should get one of these in my house. People will be like, why do you have a giant naked lady statue? And my answer to that would be, what do you mean? Why wouldn't I? You're just jealous you don't have one. I mean, we could get you a naked guy statue if you want one of those.
Good as new.
It would show the whole front in great detail. I mean, why not? I mean, if you're gonna have... It's your house, it's your statue, why wouldn't you? If you're gonna get a statue of a naked guy, why not have the statue show everything in great detail? I mean, you're basically plopping down your fantasy, you know what I mean? I mean, why would you get a statue of things that you don't like or want? Or things that are, in your mind, not up to par and etiquette? Why would you want something that goes above and beyond, you know? Plus, it'd make for a good conversation starter if people walk into your house and they're like, what in the... Whoa! And you're like, I know, right? It's kind of cool looking. I can sell that too. I'm gonna sell everything, Kira. No, I'm not gonna sell you. Even though I could go to Hutta, and I guarantee you one of those guys would probably buy it for a fair price. But I'm not gonna do that.
This place is a maze. I could use some local help.
Contacting Captain Kentaris. Corsac is tracking you now.
I forgot to do the thing, and I'm not gonna be able to do anything, right? I'll let it keep going. Oh no. What did that guy do? That guy didn't do nothing. Why didn't you do that? He didn't do nothing. To nobody. Well, except that one guy that one time. What did he do? Unspeakable. Plus, I don't know. But it was something terrible, I imagine. That guy he had a bag of Jolly Ranchers, and there was only one cherry Jolly Rancher left in the bag, and he took it. I know, that's the most terrible thing I've ever heard in my life. To be fair, if someone did that to me, I would be very angry. I had a bag of Jolly Ranchers and there was one cherry Jolly Rancher left in there, and somebody took it, I'd punch you in the face. No, that's not true. I'm not a fighter. I'd probably whine like a little baby and go, "What the? That was my last one. That's my favorite kind. Why did you take it? I didn't even tell you could have one." You just started eating it. I mean, I put a sticky note on the bag that says, "These are mine, don't touch." You still did it. You're like that guy at an office building where somebody has their food in the refrigerator and they got their name on it and it says, "This is mine, don't touch it." They still do. I know it's enough to give you nightmares, right? I mean, jeez. I mean, that person was probably looking forward to eating that food all day, and they went to go eat it, and somebody else was taking it. I feel like in a world like, I feel like if you do something like that, you deserve violence almost. Like, almost. I mean, come on, that's a messed up thing to do, taking somebody's food like that and they got their name on it and it's not yours to be. I mean, even if they didn't have their name on it, it's not yours. Why are you eating someone else's food?
The fight I'm heading for could use another Jedi.
Hatching through to the Green Gardens, uploading your coordinates.
I would argue you're not a very nice person if you're doing something like that, unless they give you permission. But if you're just going into the refrigerator, you know, and just being like, "Oh, I know somebody else brought this food so they could eat it today for lunch, but I'm gonna actually eat it instead because I'm a lazy bum who didn't bring my own. I'm a degenerate piece of crap that's just gonna eat other people's food that they prepared for them and not me. And they put it in here expecting people to be decent human beings and not to take other people's stuff, but here we are." Where are we? I think we're in Kansas, right? Yeah, this looks like Kansas. Get it. It's gotta be. Is everybody just gonna... What did you say? I didn't even know I had that on. Don't live. I had no clue that was even on there. Or not on there. Whatever words. They're there. I'm using them. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to use them. I know I'm not doing a very good job. I'm messing it up. I blew it. I screwed the whole thing up here. As I usually do. I know, right? As I usually do.
I assure you, Darth Hadra, this holdout room is impenetrable.
Too much
The
makeup.
Republic will never break through.
Save your breath, Counselor. Even your little hiding place was not immune from the ion wall. You've turned the legislature into a battlefield. Is this your plan to lure the Council back to the Republic?
No, my plan was to do this with my cape and distract you so much so that you have no idea what's going on, and then I'd take my lightsaber and I'd just stick it right, it's, you know? You wouldn't even realize it happened until it was already done and gone and over with, because you would be so distracted by what's going on in front of you. You can keep them.
I'm afraid it's past time for that.
The Council has the authority here.
No,
You may
I
have
do.
the Corellians, but we have Corellia. After seeing the damage to the legislature, I was expecting an army. You should have come prepared.
I did.
The holdout room is designed to protect and hide the Council.
About
There are
Kira?
no comm stations here. All transmissions are blocked. Your allies are out of reach. Can you face me without your precious Republic?
Bring it on, lady.
I've beaten too many Sith Lords to back down now.
The Council stands with the Empire. Killing me won't change that.
Who said we weren't doing it for fun? When I heard you were going after the Council, I rounded up Corsair's best. I
Ooh.
wouldn't miss this for anything.
Let's do it.
Then you've chosen your fate. Those who resist Imperial rule will die by my hands.
Did she fix my cape? I think she fixed it. Alright. I'm gonna do this, lady. Here we go. Lightning. Joking. Legendary joking. Well, that was easy. Oh, she sure talked big, didn't she?
We've still got a galaxy to save. Let's get back to it.
All right, that's definitely her way of saying shut up, go away from me. I don't want to talk.
Well, counselors, looks like it's just you and your angry constituency now. Acting Corsair Command can arrest heads
Is
of
that guy
state with the
wearing
Republic's
lipstick?
approval. I want all of them. Counselor Balos, too.
I spied on the Empire. I lied to a Sith Lord. I risked my life to help the Republic.
You were the first to suggest we join the Empire, Balos. How many credits were you offered to change your mind?
I didn't know that.
Is this true, Counselor Balos?
The Empire made overtures and I introduced them to the Council. Does that even matter now?
Yes.
Does to me. It matters to every man, woman, and child who died trying to undo it. The Council made themselves
story.
kings at Corellia's expense. They all deserve to be punished.
Sure. I guess lock them all away.
You all started this war. Nothing can make up for that.
Take note, Captain Kataris. This is how the Republic repays her allies.
Only the ones who joined the Empire, Counselor.
I mean, he did join them, right? Plus, this isn't really my
General
place
Hayes
to...
will want a status update. Give us a minute to restore communications in here. Can you hear us, General?
Coming through fine, Captain. Without the Corellian Council's advice, the Empire's falling back on old tactics. They're not working. Once the legislature falls, the Empire will be vulnerable. I've got several squads ready to push them off Corellia, but they'll need a signal.
Broadcast comm in the Speaker's courtyard. Your signal will hit every comm station on Corellia, if you can reach it.
Of course, I can reach it.
Just tell me where to go.
Why don't you do it?
Speaker's courtyard is being protected by Darth Decimus, the last of the Dark Council members sent to Corellia.
He convinced the Corellian Council to join the Empire. He won't let Corellia go easy.
You won't have any
Why would
backup
he?
here. Corsair's holding the Council. The Green Jedi are defending their enclave, and my men are in position.
The Green Jedi? That won't stop me.
I didn't come this far to lose Corellia now.
Glad to hear it. But remember, Darth Decimus is thinking the same thing.
Once you've defeated Darth Decimus, contact me on the broadcast comm. I'll be waiting for your signal.
This is it. One Sith Lord between us and freedom. Corellia's counting on you.
Isn't it always? Isn't it just always doing that? But either way, I'm going to end this one right here at this point in time. I do, of course, hope everyone enjoyed themselves. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And of course, if you didn't, please also do that same thing. But of course, you don't have to do any of that, but what you do have to do is, you gotta have a good day, because without a good day, you got nothing. And after that good day, hopefully I shall see you on the next one. I guess now there really is only one thing left to say, and that is goodbye.